An operating system is the collection of software on your computer that serves as a facilitator between the other software, the hardware, and you, the user. Software refers to intangible information, computer code and digital data, while the hardware is the actual physical parts that make up your computer. So for instance, when you type on your keyboard or move your mouse, you are directly interacting with the hardware. That hardware sends signals to the computer, and those signals are interpreted by the software to print your typed keys on the screen or move your mouse cursor. You can think of the operating system as a platform of essential software that you can install other software on top of, like applications. Just about every application you use, from web browsers to photo viewers to email clients, depends on the operating system to facilitate all of their functions. A distinct component of an operating system is the interface. An interface is a term used to describe how a user can interact with software to do something meaningful. It's not something we think about often, but it's fundamental to how useful a computer can be. Early computers only had what was called a command line interface, where every command had to be typed in one at a time using a special language. Computers still offer this kind of interface, but we've made great improvements on top of them over time. Today, graphical user interfaces, sometimes called GUIs, are everywhere. These types of interfaces include imagery to represent the functions and data on a computer, and they are far more intuitive to interact with. We've also developed better interfacing hardware, like touchscreens, which are standard on smartphones and tablets. As far as interactivity has advanced, it's important to note that operating systems don't just interface with the user. They also interact with all the applications installed to your device, mostly in a way that a user never sees, like scheduling tasks and managing data, to make sure that your computer is stable and runs smoothly. Let's have a look at a Windows operating system and some basic ways you can interact with it. The first thing you'll see after signing in is the desktop. In the main area of the desktop, you'll see some shortcuts. These are little icons that represent files, folders, or programs that you can double-click to open. And you'll also see your taskbar, which is commonly along the bottom edge of the screen, but can be moved to other edges if desired. The taskbar will show icons for any programs that are currently running, but you can also pin shortcuts to programs and folders you use often here as well. Clicking icons here will reveal the running program or open the shortcut. The far end of your taskbar shows the system clock and the system tray. The system tray is another set of icons that represent running services on your machine that you can interact with. Some common things you'll find in here are your sound volume control, and network indicator, which shows your Wi-Fi signal strength, or this icon if you're using a wired connection. If you see an upward arrow like this, you can click it to reveal the rest of the icons in your system tray. And if you have Carbonite Safe installed, you'll see that icon here. On the other end of the taskbar, you'll see the Start button and Windows search box. Clicking the Start button opens the Start menu. In here, you'll see a list of installed programs and a tile view of commonly used programs and locations. You can also access your user settings, Windows settings, and power settings if you'd like to turn your computer off or restart it. To explore the files on your computer, you would use File Explorer. To open File Explorer, you can click the folder icon in the taskbar, or press the Windows key and E keys on your keyboard at the same time to open a new Explorer window. File Explorer allows you to click through your drives, folders, and subfolders to get to the files you want to view or edit. Most of the files that you use on a day-to-day basis, like your photos and your work documents, should be stored in labeled subfolders inside your user folder, which you can access from here. Pictures would be in your Pictures folder, work documents in your Documents folder, and so on. You can store any kind of file in almost any location, but using this folder structure will help keep you organized so you can always find what you're looking for. You can also move files around your computer from within File Explorer. We have another video in our PC Basics series on moving files, which you can find by searching PC Basics in our knowledge base.